of the almost 5,000 people embarked are really, really good at their jobs, and they're very happy and proud to be here, and so it's an honor just to be a part of that. And every day I feel very lucky that I get to come up and still be a part of what we do.
Back at home, who is in charge? Back home, who is in charge?
Well, my wife is in charge, of course. Are you married?
Not yet.
So yes,
I have to.
so I've been married for 27 years, happily, because I know who's in charge.
Which are the innovations that are not classified and you can talk about those?
What are innovations?
In comparison with the former classes?
We have some. We are very close to the rest of the Nimitz class. The things that are different about us that you may see. So as you saw, we have 3 arresting gear wires. You saw that on the flight deck. And the remainder of the Nimitz class, except for the Ronald Reagan, have 4. And that allows for a slightly different configuration that makes us a little bit more efficient. And it has allowed ultimately for aircraft as they get heavier and reduce some weight on the ship. We also have a slightly different angle that allows us again to be a little more flexible and efficient. It's not real visible. It isn't something that's easy to see, but it works. We also have some different elevators configuration on the ship that helps us operate more efficiently. And then there's some minor machinery kind of things that probably you wouldn't be that interested in that are available on the ship. The Gerald R. Ford, on the other hand, has substantial differences since it is a new class of ship. And so we have a few things that are different in our engineering areas and things that are just different systems. They're not necessarily a new capability. They're just a different way of using the same capability. Does that make sense?
Did you have the opportunity to visit Scania or another place of Creta during your stay here?
I visited Kanya many times, and I have happily there is a driver assigned to me to make sure I get to where I need to be each time, and he was a wonderful gentleman, very proud resident of Kanya for lifelong, and he pointed out many interesting things to me as we went around. I feel like I'd like to be an olive farmer now. We talk about olive. I grew up in farming country, and I enjoyed very much our discussion of the olives and that. I also went down to the university town that's about an hour away, and I would try to pronounce it, but I'd get it so wrong you'd have to laugh at me. Rhythmo. Thank you. And all around the area. So enjoyed very much the historical sites, the wonderful food, and the people just could not have been more friendly. This has been a wonderful visit for the whole ship.
One last question. What is your biggest fear and your biggest hope as a commanding officer?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't really have any fear. And I don't mean that as a sense of bravado, but we've been very well trained, and the sailors are well motivated, and so I don't have any fear. There are always concerns, the flight deck is a very hazardous place to work. Some of our engineering spaces have hazards, and so you always have a little bit of concern that everything's going to go to plan with that, but I wouldn't go quite so far as to say fear. As in terms of what we do operationally in support of our partners and allies in this region and across the world, we're well trained for that mission, and we look forward to continuing to execute it. And I'm sorry, sir, I forgot the next part of your question.
What is your biggest hope?
My biggest hope is that we continue to make a difference, that our objectives are well spelled out, which I know there will be, and that they fit into the bigger picture, and that we continue to have the opportunity to serve. So. As I said, a lot of work has gone into this, and so whatever we are asked to do, I hope that we're just given the opportunity to do that. I know that we're well prepared. We want to bring everybody home safely, and I know that that's always a concern, and it's less about world events than it just is. There's a lot going on. This is, like I said, the flight deck can be a hazardous place. Some of our engineering spaces are hazardous, but and sometimes when you're gone for a period of time and things go well, there's always the fear of complacency, and so we have to keep everybody sharp. So because I know that we know how to do our jobs, and we will, and if we can fight off that complacency and stay focused, I have no doubt it will be a successful deployment.
And how many traps do you have in your careers?
I don't know exactly, but it's about 900.